Welcome to Poquito D'Todo. I'm Juan Pablo Franco.
I'm Eduardo.
And I'm Vicky.
And today we're going to start by talking about an old show that I used to thoroughly enjoy as a child on Channel 7, where I'm from, at the park here. Extreme Makeover Home Edition.
ABC.
Yes, ABC.
Oh
I used to eat that show up. I thought it was so wonderful that like the family was all sad and triste and amargada. They never chose a happy
How do
family.
you eat up a show?
They never chose a happy family to
Scary.
bless, entre comillas, in air quotes. That's learn Spanish. And I don't think it ever dawned on me as a child that the bills on a larger house would be a problem for many of these families who, beyond having some sort of sad story where like the kid was sick with some sort of odd disease, the family was often struggling to make ends meet financially, and now they have all these new bills to pay.
Yeah, so Vice TV has like this new series called The Dark Side of Reality TV. So they did Extreme Makeover Home Edition, which, yeah, we all remember it, watching the bus moving, and countdown, move that bus, and then they would show the big house.
Oh my God, this is so nostalgic.
Right?
Because I remember I would watch this show all the time, and it was mostly, and like JP said, it was mostly like a sad story. Like they had like a disabled family member who they had a lot of, their house wasn't properly like fixed to have like a disabled person in the household. So like I don't know, and sometimes it was sad because like I would cry. I'm such an emotional person. I cry when I see somebody on TV crying, but it was like so cry, like I would cry because I'm like, they're crying, they're so happy, and like everything looks so cute and dandy, but then here comes the dark side.
The dark side was they were still crying afterwards. One of the reports, one of the families from Arizona, the young girl was 7 years old. She had cancer, so they lived in this little small rental house, and it was a good amount of them. So when they rebuilt their house, they made it into a 6-bedroom mansion, like a big house. So they were very surprised. It also had a home entertainment studio in there.
Oh wow.
It's like a huge, So they made them into a big house. But they bought the house out for them, so they didn't have to pay any more rent. But their electric bill the first month came to $2,200, which was more than they ever paid for rent because of how big it was, how much electricity it was using. So it got to the point where this poor family was just like had to take out loans to make the payments for all these bills.
Just the electricity bill.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not let alone other things. The light bulbs and stuff like that and the theaters and all that were very expensive too. They ended up having to like not use half of their house. So it made no sense. They had this big house because they had to stop using half of their house because so much money was being used. It got so bad for them. Also because, hey, we all watch the show, right?
Yeah.
Guess who else watches the show? Thieves. So they watched this. Oh my God! Look at this beautiful house. They must have money. They didn't. That's why they built in this house so that thieves would go in there, steal their stuff. So they had that issue. It was just a bad thing for them. They ended up having to sell the house, and this was in 2009 during the recession. So they couldn't sell it for a lot. So they ended up just walking away with like $8,000.
Wow.
After paying all the loans.
Yeah, all the loans and everything they owed.
Did they ever say what happened to the little girl that had cancer?
She's actually, she's part of the interview. She's on there. So she's one talks. But she said how it didn't really, like, they weren't happy. You would think, oh, my God. And I don't blame ABC or any of them. I'm pretty sure they were trying to do the right thing.
Oh, I do. But go ahead.
I mean, I get it. There is parts that I'm sure they had their own motives, but they probably could have made it.
One thing that I've always came to my mind was that, okay, they have little kids, right? And they build them this room, and they like paint princes on there if it's a little girl, and they give them like a little twin bed because with all these like little, I remember one of them had like a little tree house inside the room, like slides and everything. My thing was like, okay, that's for right now, but what happens when the kid becomes a teenager?
I'm still gonna play with the slide. I don't know about you guys.
But like princes in their wall, like they have like princes painted in the wall, and then it's like, okay, you're a teenager. What about when you start becoming a young adult?
You gotta repaint
at
it.
Home.
Become a goth chick, and then you just paint everything black.
You start painting the dresses on the princesses black.
Yeah. Dressing them up as Wednesday. I don't know. But so I also found out from that Vice thing that 9 out of the families that were chosen during that show, ended up having to, they pretty much lost their houses or sold their houses because of financial issues. 2 of them actually got foreclosures. So
Wow, that's
It
crazy.
was a whole thing where I didn't think about that. But now, I mean, it talks about reality TV, though, not just that.
Mhm.
They also have other shows that they've also had. It's pretty cool to watch different things. Like a lot of them are the dating ones or stuff like that, where the women are portrayed, you know, when they edit, because we all know about editing. They edit it in a way that make the women look even worse than they are. Like they make it look like gold diggers or stuff like that. When they're on a show thinking this is what the show is, and they fool them and have a whole different show and make them look a certain way because of the editing. So it's just reality TV now. We all watch reality TV, I'm sure.
Yes. Yes, I have. On Telemundo, I've seen some of their shows.
Ooh.
En español.
A huevo.
Yeah. And I try not to, but then, you know, my wife's watching something. I'm like, I don't want to watch that. But then I'm like 10 minutes in, they're like, oh, she did what? She did who? What? Right? But, yeah, and that's what happens. But mostly, I
Wow.
feel like this reality TVs, though, I don't buy it. I feel like a lot of it is either scripted or people are there to become famous. Especially these dating ones. You guys really think these dating ones are real good ones? Like, I don't feel most of these couples are ever going to find true love in these dating ones.
You know what? Honestly, like most of my friends would actually like tell me, "Oh, have you watched The Ultimatum? Oh my God, have you watched Love Is Blind?" Which is the ones on Netflix, right? And then, like, honestly, to me, like that particular shows were not really my interest, and I would watch them, but when I would watch them, I would get hooked, like while watching them, because there's so much drama that it comes out of those shows. But then, but like for me to be like, okay, I'm gonna watch it. Oh my God, I'm gonna watch it like on my own. It's kind of like hard for me to get to it. But if I watch it with my friend and I'm like, oh, okay, I'm gonna watch it now when I get home, and then I forget about it.
They're not good shows, like, as in for love. Like, that whole Love Is Blind thing, I get they're trying to, like, oh, yeah, love. No, it's not. Like, they put all these couples in there, and I think at the end, it's like one couple that stays together.
We should have JP join that.
Oh, yeah, Love Is Blind. You can sing
I
through a wall.
think that, well, what do the people look like? And be honest.
One of them looked like Megan Fox.
One of the guys?
No, the girls.
Oh.
Not just playing. She said she looked like Megan Fox.
Oh, I
And
remember
her?
that.
And the internet killed her because she did not look like Megan Fox.
Because she
I
didn't look
wasn't-
like Megan
I wasn't
Fox.
asking about the women. I was asking
the
about the
guys?
men. Because
There-
I don't think I fit the
So,
description.
No, there actually is. I think Love Is Blind is one of the ones where not everybody's like, oh my God, they're models. They're all kind of different-ish.
Okay.
Yeah. There's different size, like body types. There's different looks. I think that's one of the ones where I don't think they're like it's not
Like The Bachelor.
a Bachelor or
Oh, yeah.
what's that one where they can't have they can't do anything. What's it called? Too
Some-
hot to handle. Too hot to handle.
They can't touch each other?
They can't. Yeah, no, they can't. They can hold hands, but they can't kiss. They can't. They lose money. And that one is all just
Oh, I don't remember
hot
watching
people.
that.
No.
No.
Yeah, so they put all these hot people. That one's they're all good looking people. And they're all technically, they all say it, they're all horny people, the men and women. And you know about the horniness. So they put them all together.
I can't believe you've done this.
I think JP wants to join that one.
That one you enjoy. No, actually you'll be good. Because you said you wouldn't do anything unless you had feelings. They don't give a damn. They want to get it on. But they'll lose money if they do. They can't kiss or they can't do anything. Like the first day they let them think they can do whatever they want. And then this little Alexa looking thing tells them like, I'm watching you, and if you guys do anything, you lose money. But they still do things. Like they don't care. They're all young and good looking people. So, but yeah, no. I think Love Is Blind, you can be on it.
I'll apply.
You'll get to meet Nick Lachey.
Who's that?
Nick Lachey is 98 Degrees, right? The guy from 98 Degrees? He was a singer?
It's 7 p.m. Friday?
Yeah.
It's 95 degrees?
No, 98 Degrees.
Oh, 98 degrees. Let me look
He
him
was
up.
a singer from 98 Degrees.
I don't know what
He's the
98
host.
degrees is.
Yeah, he's the host with his wife, Vanessa Lachey. I'm not a big fan of her. No offense, but I think she gets too a little biased in certain interviews. Actually, the last one, she was a little more better. But
I only
a lot of
watched
people-
one season of that.
When you get married, you start watching things. When it's on TV and you're like, I don't want to watch it. I'm going to go watch the sports. And you're like, you come back into the room like, you still watching that? Oh, okay, cool. What? She chose him? That girl does not look like Megan Fox. Liar.
You know, one of the shows that I actually do enjoy watching was La Casa de los Famosos.
I've never watched. I know about it, but I've never watched.
I've I've only watched like a couple episodes from the one in Telemundo, but the one in Mexico, I watched most of them on TikToks because we can't watch it here. But they're actually pretty interesting.
They're funny.
Yeah, they're funny.
I know. There's that one comedian. Was he in Casa de Famosos? You know the guy. I think I've seen.
Marcelo.
The guy it's like interviews soccer player.
Adrian
like
Marcelo.
People, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy's hilarious. I think
Yeah, he
I
got in
saw-
trouble a few
yeah,
times
I
'cause he
think I
was-
saw that people were hating on him in that show.
Yeah, I don't remember why though.
But
I think some of the criticism was more. I don't remember.
I think he was mean to the women. I think that's what they were saying. Like I think it's on Twitter or something. But he's hilarious. I watch his stuff on social media and I like his interviews.
Yeah, he's gotten a giggle out of me, but I don't remember why he was embroiled in controversy. I assumed, to your point, that he was probably being mean to some of the women. Actually, he would say some things about some of the women that I didn't like because he's a married man, and he would make like
Didn't
explicit
know.
comments about like, oh, tan algona, like shit like that. And I just remember thinking like, don't do that. You're married.
Maybe it's part of the game.
Could be.
I
Make
mean,
people
well,
uncomfortable. Because they win stuff, right?
They get money.
but
Okay.
I mean, the problem with part of the game is making people uncomfortable. You have to, like, your compañeros vote as to whether or not you are nominated
Mm-hmm.
to be eliminated,
Oh,
and then
Yeah.
the
That
audience
doesn't
votes
work.
on whether or not you stay in the house.
Yeah.
So
that
why
doesn't
would it be a
work.
good thing for you to be mean to the people who can put you in a position to be eliminated?
Maybe he wants to get the votes of the people who are like, you know what? Si está algona, I agree with him. I'm gonna vote for him.
Well, maybe he's playing that game, but that I do remember, and that was something that I
Okay.
didn't like.
Yeah, I've never watched it. I just know.
I've seen his
heard
other
of him
interviews. Like he's made me laugh a lot of times, but
with the
you
soccer
know.
stuff. I like when he does it.
Yeah, but you know, if you're married, you need to keep a lot of comments to yourself.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that I don't think it's really that hard, but I guess some people struggle with that.
Did you guys ever watch any of the shores, like Jersey Shore, Floribama Shore?
No,
Acapulco
we didn't have cable
Shore?
growing up. We had PBS. They didn't have that.
Oh my
On
God,
PBS.
Cyber
no,
Kids.
Mr. Rogers no tenía.
Mr.
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 Rogers.
Roger visits the Jersey Shore.
Visits the Jersey Shore.
Mr.
No,
Rogers
you know,
is the
it's funny
situation.
because I didn't have cable growing up, but I started watching all these short ones once I was an adult.
So you went back to like you went to watch the old stuff.
Yeah, well, I watched some of the Jersey Shore once I was already like,
Don't they still have stuff now? Like
yeah,
as
they
adults
do.
with kids and stuff.
That like family reunion or something. I don't watch them.
I'm still going at it. Yeah, no, I've never really was into it, to be honest. I was not that. I mean, the Real World. You guys ever remember the Real World,
Kinda.
where you stop being yourself and become real or something like that? Was the I forgot
The tagline.
Yeah, something like that starts. But yeah, they had a bunch of different Real Worlds in different parts of the U.S. I kind of remember that on MTV. That was huge.
My childhood was mostly cyber chase.
Yes, I
Cyber
remember
Chase,
Cyber Chase. I like Cyber Chase.
Arthur. Ooh, Maury, the Maury Show. I remember
Oh,
going
Maury.
home.
That was one of those
Ooh.
ones where it was probably
And the
When he
Jerry
wasn't-
Springer
Le echaron crema a los
Show
tacos.
too.
Maury, when he was not the father, was the best ones. When they would say, "You are not, the father."
Oh
The
my
women
God,
running,
yes. And they start crying, baby, I'm so sorry, it's yours.
Yeah, and they're like, "Wait, maybe I think I know who it is." I remember one girl brought like 4 or 5 people. Like they did different shows for her, and still every one of them was no.
So
I'm
that's
like,
a
damn.
that's another version of reality
Reality,
TV
yeah.
as well.
I
Like,
feel some of those are actually fake though.
yeah,
I know of some Spanish ones, like
Jose Luis.
like that, and like the judges ones, because I had a cousin who got paid to go on them and like
Ah.
have
Caso
his
Cerrado.
caso cerrado.
Oh my God, she's
I don't know.
she's something
Aquí
else.
Kinda
ningún
like
good
that.
morning y ningún hello.
Yeah.
Aquí hablamos español.
Yeah.
What's her name? ¿Qué pasa el imbécil?
Oh, Laura,
Laura,
que
that
pase
was
el
it.
desgraciado.
That one was good just because she would always be mean.
I used to
But
watch
liked
that
it.
too. I remember one time, I was very young, I was like 9 or 10. We used to watch Laura with me and my cousin.
No, that was good.
And I remember,
Shout outs to Laura.
I know, I remember me and my cousin, we were so close. We used to live together. We played
That is close.
Laura, and we were pulling each other's hair
What?
as kids. And then we started crying afterwards.
Well, yeah, duh. I mean, a huevo.
It's a very
Cause it was like we were playing with one of her older cousins, and then like we were playing Laura and we're pulling each other's hair, and then we ended up crying.
so it was really like Laura.
Yeah, pretty
you guys
much.
really did the actual show.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was good
reality
times.
TV is it's addicting, but I feel like and of course they're not going to show all the good stuff. They got to show us what people want to watch. which is normally bad.
Is desmadre. They want to
Yes,
see
they want to
desmadre.
see that drama. Nobody wants to see like, oh, that's so cute. They're so nice. You tend to skip that. Like, nah, where's that other couple that keeps fighting? I want to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's reality TV. But yeah, if you guys get a chance, like if people, our viewers, watch that Vice TV, I think it's really cool. I think they have different episodes of different reality TV shows. The Dark Side. Did you guys ever watch the Dark Side of Wrestling? They also did that. Oh, it's really good, dude. Because they'll tell you all the stories of wrestling, like the actual real stories of like how these wrestlers either died or it's crazy. The drugs they were used, all that stuff. It's good stuff.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's the dark side. Join the dark side and watch it. I do.
We'll do. Well, talking about the dark side,
Yes.
in Mexico, there's a lot of horror fans, right? That's why something we were talking about last time.
Yeah, there was a survey showing the people that throughout the countries that either stream or watch horror like genre. Sorry, is Mexico. Mexico 49%, then Spain at 41, and USA at 40.
So that's a percentage of the respondents that
Yeah.
consumed horror films.
Which I think it makes sense. Us, Mexicans, I love horror. I love to watch scary things.
Me too.
I think it's funny. I go to watch like scary movies all the time, and I'm just cracking up.
Did you guys ever get scared when you guys would visit the rancho and like they would tell you like scary stories and be like spooked? Because we think about Mexico, like it makes sense that all these people are like into that like horror stuff because
It's a part of the culture.
it's a part of
Yes.
the
I think
culture.
The story of
And like you go to like the pueblitos and the rancho and they're like, oh yeah, en la noche
So many
vemos
stories.
salen fulanito ahí
La
colgado.
Llorona, La Llorona, and then as a kid you're like, behave, or el cucuy's gonna
El
get you.
cucuy.
So they're scaring you as like a
Hold on.
1-year-old.
Keep talking. I know someone who had an experience with the paranormal. Let me go get her.
My parents have a ranch in Mexico, and it's actually pretty cool, but it is creepy. I remember when I first went there, it was creepy. And I have actual footage. I don't know, maybe we can put it or not, but there is a time where, because we have this little house, the adobe, like and we never took it down. We just have it there, and there used to be a little boy that everybody would see, like dressed in all white, like the old school clothing. So one time, my nephews were there, and they would say when there was kids, he would come out. So I tried to go record him. And when I went near the house, I got goosebumps, and I go, nah,
Oh
I'm
my
good.
god, I'm getting goosebumps right
Yes.
now.
It was like that. So I walked away. I replayed the video. I didn't have any footage, but there's a voice that says, Mátalo, like that. That voice.
Oh,
Like, kill him. I'm thinking, I don't know if he was talking to me or to the ghost or who he was talking to,
yeah.
but when everybody heard it, everybody creeped out. And then we started recording through one of the holes of the house, and there's a shadow that walks inside also. So I have all that footage where I'm like, damn, I actually have actual footage, audio, and that was pretty cool. But yeah, I was always scared of that rancho. I still go, but
I've always been scared to go to my grandma's house in Mexico because it's where my mom's from. Like the pueblito's really dark, like at night, and it's like really, really, really dark.
it's always dark in there.
Yeah, and then you hear all these noises like you hear like the animals, the squeakings of like my grandpa sleeps in la hamaca, so like you can hear the squeak, ding ding, the squeak in the hamaca.
You hear the maca rocking, don't come on knocking.
You're nasty.
And
No,
I-
because he's sleeping.
Oh, okay.
She just said he's sleeping.
You're right. That's true.
So
And
be
then
nice to the
like
grandpa.
I don't know, like the first couple nights that I would sleep there, I was really scared because I'm like, oh my god, what if this like me va a salir el cucuy
It might.
or
La
la
Llorona.
llorona.
It's gonna come out.
And like I remember the first couple nights I wouldn't sleep, but then I would get over it and I'm like, it's very peaceful. Now that I go, it's like I still get scared of something like the first night, but then after that I get over it.
Yeah, I still go, and like, I think I'm good now, but I don't want to stay there more than one night. I'm good. I'm like, I'll just stay one. We're good. I don't want to stay more. But actually, I also found out that Latinos and Latinas are, when it comes to horror films here in the U.S., they are 26% of the people of the actual population that goes to watch them. So we're more than a quarter of the people that go watch horror films, which is like, damn, that's crazy. So Latinos and Latinas have, thanks to them, either a movie could do really good or it could do bad. But one thing that made me start thinking is like, we're not really represented though in horror films. We're not. We're not in a lot of movies.
And if a minority is represented in the movie, it usually gets killed off like
yeah, right away.
earlier on the movies.
I remember there was a paranormal. There was a lot of paranormal activities, but the one that I liked the most was called Marked Ones. That one, it was pretty much all Latinos in it. What I didn't like though is they put cholos in there too. Like, do we all have to have cholos in our family? I mean, I do, but still, not everybody.
I don't.
See?
In my immediate family, none of my first cousins, as far as I know.
No más
were ever
chulos.
Cholos.
But yeah, but it's true. Like, I mean, when I started thinking about different horror films I've always watched, you don't really see Latinos or Latinas in horror films.
I don't know what that's about, bro.
I mean, like, at least
I hate
when?
the genre so much, I must admit.
It's
Me vale madre. I think I said this on the Thanksgiving episode. I'm already an anxious person. ¿Pa qué chingados voy a pagar pa que me asusten más, güey? That's ridiculous. I would do no such thing. That sounds like a terrible way to spend
But
an
isn't that
evening. I can't
scary?
think of things. It is to me.
Why?
You
It's
know
a
who used to hate
movie.
as a child, and I still hate to this day? El pinche Chucky.
Chucky's cool.
Oh, he's
Chucky.
cool.
No, I hate him. Me traumé.
I had a Chucky in my house.
I hate
growing
Chucky.
up. I was scared of it though, but I mean, he's cool now.
If I see one, I'll punch that
So
doll in the face.
Okay,
You know
no,
what?
no.
What freaked me out
Chucky- Chucky's terrible.
when I was little was Pennywise, the first It movie.
Oh, yeah.
Well, watching it as a child, I got freaked. I remember I would have to I would take a shower really quick because I would be scared that it was gonna come out of the drain. I'm like, and then with my eyes
That
open.
sounds like a you problem.
Right? Sale con el jabón, all the shampoo on your head still. I'm good, Mom. You still have shampoo on your head. Oh, sorry. Let me go back in. Just put the head real fast.
That's funny.
I got freaked
I
out.
feel bad for you.
I don't.
I was like
couldn't
that
be
for
me,
a
though.
couple of weeks, but then after I get over it,
Is it just like the rancho? Just the first night.
just the first night.
And then after that, I can
And then-
shower.
Yeah. Because the thing is that whenever I would go to sleep, I would always be falling asleep by myself because my mom wouldn't come home till past midnight from work.
How old were you?
I was 9, 8.
Mm.
So that's why I was I would be so scared to go to sleep because I'm by myself. Oh, sometimes my mom would come home from work and then she'll have the lights will be on because I would leave them on. But now it's different. I don't care.
You still sleep by yourself though.
I still sleep by myself.
Actually, I had the same thing when I was a kid too. I would not sleep by myself, but there's times there was back in the days there was quebradita days. There was all these different clubs that would have parties and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And my mom and my whole family was into that. I wasn't. I didn't really care for it. But so I would stay home, by myself. I was freaked out. You know, when you're a kid, you hear everything and everything's a ghost.
Yes.
Everything's like something bad in your house. I guess because they taught us that as a kid.
El
So you
cucuy,
would hear something you're like,
La Llorona.
somebody's in my house. Somebody's in my house. So I would hide in one spot and try to be there until my dad got home from work. And then he would come in and oh, it's my dad. And then it made it worse because I used to watch this show on Fox. They would talk about UFOs and ghosts and all that, which didn't help. Watching these things did not help. It made me even more paranoid. But yeah, so I kind of get you. Yeah, but I mean, that's really funny though. That you were taking a shower. So were you not even looking at the water? You were just looking down at the drain the whole time?
Yes. It would be so freaky.
Would you watch a scary movie with us? We vlog it.
With you? Sure, I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were actually Eddie was trying to go ghost hunting when we went to Camp News.
Yeah, I did try. We were in a camp, and it was not that many of us. It was pretty. It was.
Should we talk
pretty,
about this?
It was pretty lonely.
Yeah, it
I
wasn't
mean,
that many of us.
It wasn't. Because it's not a huge organization, but it's a good amount of people, but not compared to a huge.
But
camp,
everybody
a
was
full
already
camp. Yeah, everybody's pretty much in the room.
I didn't want to go, not because I was afraid that there was a presence, but because I had already gotten in trouble once. Remember, I
Yeah, you tried to steal somebody's guitar.
I didn't steal the guitar. I
borrowed it.
I took
Without
it from an
asking.
office without asking, and then I started playing it.
I heard. I heard the leaves cracking, but that was just because there's animals there too.
Is there?
Well, yeah, in the cerro.
But it was. You guys didn't want to go. I wanted to go
No.
ghost hunting in this dark area camp, but people were afraid to go with me.
I just didn't want to get in trouble.
The ghost ain't gonna tell on us,
That's true.
so it would have been cool too. We would have got some good footage.
We should go ask, our contact if we can just go for free and hang
Just-
out, and then go ghost hunting. Because it's
Yeah.
the winter, the sun goes down early.
That's true.
We can go ghost hunting at 6:30.
Actually, me and JP actually did a little hiking. Remember?
Yeah, we
you
did. We
guys
went
huh?
hiking in the morning. Yeah,
Yeah, we just
In my
ended
dress
up
clothes.
going up one of the mountains.
we have pictures of that.
Yeah, just to go up there. But I had nothing to do with ghost hunting. It was just, I think we didn't want to hear something.
Here's one thing I would like to add about that. This is something I heard on the internet, so it must be true.
It has to be.
If you're in the forest and you hear noise, that's actually not a bad thing. Because the animals, if they're moving around, they're just, going through the motions, they're living life. You should be scared if there is silence. Because then even the animals know something's going on. And they have even frozen. That's when you should really be scared, when there's dead silence.
In horror films, you hear the little...
Like
and
right
you
now.
hear another noise.
Like right now with the wind, with
Yeah.
the with the. With
So
the
there is
trees.
noise in the horror films. A little bit. It makes it turn around. And then you look the wrong way, and then turn around, bam, it's right
You
there,
see
right
Ghost
behind
face
you.
right there in your
Yeah.
face.
Mm-hmm.
And
Or
then
Michael.
quack.
Oh, Michael.
Michael Myers?
Michael Jackson.
Oh, like Michael. I'm like Michael who? Michael Jordan?
Michael Myers?
Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
Michael B. Jordan?
I think she went, yeah, like
Michael.
Michael Myers, right?
Mhm.
Okay, we got you. Michael Jordan shouldn't be there.
Or Michael Jackson.
Definitely. I mean, if you're ghost hunting, yes, Michael
Oh.
Jackson could be there. I saw something that was interesting.
A ghost.
That too. Actually, there was a new contract in baseball. Juan Soto is making over 65 million. So he's gonna make about 56 million a year. And you're like, damn, these athletes make a lot of money, especially baseball, right?
Yes.
But somebody else
Most of them don't make that kind of money, but who else is making money?
that's not playing, well, not sports at least.
She's playing with people's emotions.
Yes.
She's playing.
Sophie Rains said that she made $43 million in a year on OnlyFans.
And
Yeah.
she's a virgin.
Yes.
Oh,
She says she's a virgin because
She said
doing things to herself is not considered. Yeah.
so she does things
Yeah.
to herself.
Yeah. Nobody else. She's solo.
Solita.
Yeah. She's like a singer. She's a soloist. Not part of a boy group or any of that.
okay.
No boy bands.
No. No boy bands. Soloist. Yeah.
I was gonna say something, but never.
But okay, what do you guys think about 43? And then she showed that one of her, I guess, customers. Is that
A customer.
customers or
Clients,
One of her
followers,
subscribers.
subscribers? Yeah,
Subscribers.
subscribers. I guess spent over 4 million on that year.
Just watching her
I guess, yeah.
sola.
So this
Solita.
dude's gotta be balling.
Or he's just spending somebody else's money.
Still,
Somebody else's.
4 million.
How do you spend $4 million of someone else's money?
Daddy's money?
You're Otani's
Daddy's
translator?
mommy. Daddy's and mommy.
Yeah, like if you're a trust fund,
They're gonna let that slide
they're
to the tune of $4 million.
super billionaires, maybe.
That's-
Yeah,
No, I think the reason why that individual is spending $4 million on the young lady is because he wants something from her. He wants to meet her in person. And he's stupid. He thinks it's
well,
gonna
it has to happen, I guess.
Well, maybe not stupid might not be the right term, but he's desperate.
maybe, but yeah, 43 million.
By the way,
Yeah.
$4 million, you could pay a sex worker way less. But maybe he wants
he really likes her,
Miss
I guess.
Rain,
Yeah,
hence the $4 million.
But that is a lot of money in a year.
That is a lot of money in a year to be spending watching a person.
Hey, shout out to her though.
Yep.
She's tricking people.
She's making.
You'd be
money.
surprised of the people who make a
That's
lot
crazy.
of money on OnlyFans in just 1 year. Because I remember Bad Baby made a lot of money within I think it was within hours of OnlyFans or something like that.
Yeah, I think that one of the actresses did that too. What's her name? What's her name? As soon as she did her OnlyFans, it popped up like huge.
Bella Thorne.
Yeah, Bella Thorne. There you
Oh,
go.
yeah.
Her. And she didn't show anything apparently. She was just just pictures of herself, and people were like, "Damn." Just
I
because
wonder
they
if
wanted to
there's
see something.
If there's a dude that gets a lot of money on OnlyFans, that's not gay.
Adam 22.
He makes a lot of money on OnlyFans.
I think he might.
But he's
But
with
his
his
wife.
wife.
But you just said a dude that's not gay.
Yeah.
He's not gay.
That's
I
true.
just gave you
But a single? How about a single guy?
But a soloist.
a
solo.
soloist.
Yeah.
I don't want to look this up. This
Not
is ridiculous.
yeah, I want that in your search history. What did
No.
JP search last? OnlyFans man who was not.
With single OnlyFans, that's not gay.
I do not want to
Such
see
a
that.
specific criteria.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, but
You know what though? It's not
It's not because I mean a lot of people spend a lot of money on a lot of that stuff,
On
like
sex.
adult, adult stuff. Like there's still stores. I remember growing up. I think the store's still here and near like Inglewood. The store's been there since I was a little kid, and it's still there. It's like an adult store, and I'm like, really? People still buy stuff? But not just that. Okay, on OnlyFans, people still pay. Like, isn't like things free now? You can just Google things and you can watch something.
A lot of the stuff gets leaked on Twitter.
That too. Yeah. Excuse me, it's X.
X. I'm sorry, Elon. Elon.
He will come get you.
No, he
So
won't.
sorry.
They won't see this.
He might
He
Nah.
won't.
if I tweet him.
You won't.
Is it still called a tweet? What's that? If I X him.
Are you gonna X him?
No, it's still tweet.
Why
It's
is it still
still-
tweet if it's not Twitter? Twitter.
Because tweet is a verb
But it's
that's
but
separate
it
from
was,
the name of the platform.
But it was because it was called Twitter.
Yeah.
You would say you tweet.
I think it's still called a tweet. You've never heard anyone call it an X. Tampoco. No
I
empiecen.
might start it. Hey, keep it
Okay.
trending. Hey,
Okay.
I'm gonna X,
X me
you.
out.
But it's not gonna
Sounds
stick.
good.
Stop trying to make fetch a thing. I think that's from Mean Girls.
Mean Girls.
No, X is good. Yeah,
Xing.
and re-X me.
I'm Xing.
That's terrible.
Re-X me is good. Yeah.
Re-X me?
Forward X me.
So I think this conversation about Miss Rain begs the ultimate question.
People are making it rain on her.
For how much would you sell out for in that way?
Oh, good question.
Would you ever?
I think I would.
I'm not sure if
Why?
I would, but let's open up the conversation.
I think I
And our
would.
legs, apparently. Because
No,
you want to sell
no.
out, you freak.
I could be a virgin still.
Like Miss Rain.
Yeah,
A soloist.
yeah. Leave the boy band group and do soloist.
You know what my concern would be is that the perception of you
I
would
don't-
always be affected, right? It's like the book of the Scarlet Letter. Do you remember the Scarlet Letter?
Yes.
So the woman gets pregnant by a priest, but the priest lives a normal life because he's a man in that society, and the woman has to wear like this A.
I'd be rocking that A. I'm Alfaro. I'm good.
So I think that there are some people who clearly don't care if many strangers think that, oh, you're a heathen, you're nasty.
But-
I know somebody who created an OnlyFans and was trying to make OnlyFans a thing, but it ended up putting it on the side instead because he figured out that, well, as a person who's not as famous, right?
I would.
That you gotta make sure that you're promoting your stuff somewhere in the internet where you're able to promote it. And
Hey, can we put our podcast on OnlyFans?
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Because technically, it's not a website for adult
It's
stuff.
not
just for
It's
sex.
just to get people to follow you, right?
Yeah.
So technically, Poquito D'Todo could be on
Explicit.
OnlyFans. We could do the rated R version when we use bad words and stuff on there,
It's Poquito D'Todo explicit.
and people are gonna be like, "Oh, Poquito D'Todo, what does that mean?"
After
And they follow
X-rated.
us, and then once they give us the money, they realize, "Oh no, it doesn't show anything."
But
It's
that's
gonna-
false advertising. We could get in
it's
trouble
gonna
with the
be-
platform.
Not really.
Poquito
Because we're not
D'Todo.
saying
If it's
anything.
honest about the fact that, hey, we're not getting naked. We're just
Ooh, the
We'd have to
dark,
write that on
the
there.
dark side of Poquito
Poquito D'Todo,
D'Todo.
yeah. We show our our vlog of us getting waxed back there.
Oh,
That could be on there.
I don't want my butt on the internet.
We're not gonna remember. We can't record our butt part. So we just show our faces. Maybe the little things with the hair on it afterwards. Okay, but if I do OnlyFans, remember you don't have to show your face. People like mystery. You know what I mean? Like if I have a mask or
true.
something,
They like
People like-
mystery when you're hot.
I am hot. Thank you. But anyways,
It won't work for me, unfortunately.
imagine
I'm handsome from the neck
you have
up.
a mask and you do things. Then you're still doing OnlyFans and nobody knows it's you, and you're getting the money.
Oh, you're giving me ideas, and I don't know if I like it.
the
Cuidado.
thing about OnlyFans though, it has a sex theme to that OnlyFans. I know OnlyFans is not just only like
It's not supposed.
it's not supposed to
They
be
say
just.
that it was supposed to be.
It's supposed to be for like a lot of things, but when you think about OnlyFans, you automatically think, oh, that person's showing their.
Yeah, if you say I have an OnlyFans, you're gonna be like, oh,
Yeah,
You're not gonna
you're
say,
spreading your
"Oh,
legs.
okay, what is it about? Nobody says. Let me ask you the second question. What is it about?
Mm-hmm.
But imagine a máscara de sombrero. Can't even tell. You don't even know where the sombrero's hiding. Where is it at? Up here and it's somewhere else. Mystery.
You're giving JP ideas.
I think I am. We hear about our OnlyFans guy with a máscara and a sombrero. We know.
Yep.
We know.
Nomás se le
You see the
miran.
Wait.
Mexican flag in the background, that little one.
With
Like,
Luis,
oh, that's JP's OnlyFans. Ew.
in the room dancing with Luis Miguel music in the background.
I mean, that's an artistic vision, very specific. The little flag, the sombrero, suave,
Yeah.
cuando calienta el sol.
Yeah.
I can see it now.
Yeah.
This is a problem. We must stop.
We should get a
Subscribe
we should get
and
a poll.
follow him, please,
Yeah,
and
we-
get him to 4 million. a
No,
year.
no.
We should get a poll and see what people would say if they think JP should start his OnlyFans.
I don't want to start an OnlyFans.
I'm not saying you are, but let's see what the people say.
I had an article published in a proper publication last week, a good one, and a very non OnlyFans article, and you want me to sell my body on the internet?
Yeah, but nobody's gonna
You
know
don't
it's
have
you.
to. Yeah. You don't have to sell your body.
Yeah, you're already selling it.
Like
can
the
literally
idea of
do-
my body on the internet, because you are selling the idea. I'm not gonna be a gigolo.
No. Well, remember Rob Schneider did it in the movie. He got some money a little bit. Worked out for him. And he didn't have sex with any of the girls. Well, except for the girl he liked. But the rest of the girls in the movie Gigolo.
He just
just
goes
talk-
on dates with them.
Yeah, he just goes on dates, talks to them.
I think I could do that.
There you go.
I don't know if I want to.
It's fun. Right? You don't like meeting new people?
I do like meeting new
There you
people.
go.
If I find them interesting, yeah.
Yeah.
I've met new people.
Yeah,
And
there
it's
you go.
fun. It genuinely is fun to meet new people.
There you go. See, that's what I said.
But
That's what
I've never met someone in a very sort of sexual context where like immediately you think, oh, I know where this is going. No, when I meet people, it's very friendly. It's very cordial. That's what I enjoy about meeting people, like getting to know who they are, not what they look like underneath.
That's part
their
of who they are.
garments.
That's part of who they are, though.
It is part of who they are. It's not a major part of who they are. Well, it's major if that's what you want.
Major part. Sorry. Okay.
I don't want to pop my
You're popping what?
I don't want to expose myself to the internet in this way.
I guess.
That seems like an awful idea.
It's a little selfish of you because you can use that money towards like helping us too.
Helping you in what way?
I don't know.
With like rent?
Sure.
The light bill?
Sponsoring.
Sponsoring
Sponsoring
us,
the show.
giving us stuff.
Getting us a nicer table?
Merch.
Yeah. Merch.
The mantel is nice.
Mantel is nice
Yeah,
little
the
touch.
mantel-
Little
the mantel is
cups.
nice. Yeah.
You guys want to buy the cups? Let us know.
No, these are not for sale. These are my mother's.
We'll buy new ones. Shush.
I know.
I'm not going to sell my mom's stuff
Not
without her
these,
permission.
Like
We'll put-
these
yes,
with the
but we'll put
Poquito
Poquito
D'Todo.
D'Todo, yeah. So if you guys
Like
like,
these?
it,
Little jarritos.
if you guys are watching this on YouTube, you guys can see it. If you're listening to it, then go to YouTube and you can see it.
These are really nice.
They are. That's what I'm saying. We can sell them. Poquito D'Todo. With our
I
face.
feel like, but you know what though? I'm glad that you brought up the idea of like the OnlyFans on the side. This already feels like my OnlyFans on the side because it feels like as of late the topic of sex always comes up.
What was your comment about horniness the one time?
Okay, we don't have to do this.
No, it was a good. Like you said, sometimes I don't want to offend people with my horniness.
You
right?
said I said
Uh-huh.
I said quote I am afraid of offending people with my horniness. That was said in the context of talking of like courtship, right? I know that some people on the first second date they're already
Spreading
Right.
their legs.
well their hearts and minds among other things.
Spreading
Yeah.
that peanut butter and the jelly.
What?
kind of PB and J sandwiches are you having?
And so
With the crust. or without the crust?
I can wait.
Without the crust.
I can wait, and I want to be respectful. So I will not be, propositioning.
Sophie Rains waiting too. She's a virgin.
This has nothing to do with her. O sea, me tapo un ojo, me tapo el otro, y nada que ver.
Oh, and then you can change your last name. Something because she has Rain. What would your last name be?
What would you be?
Or
Your
what would your full name be? Like,
your OnlyFans
J-
name.
You know how people call me JP? So and there's J Pizzle. It
Oh.
would be J Sizzle, if I had a sexual OnlyFans, as opposed to another kind of OnlyFans. I think they're all meant to be sexual.
What about you?
J Pizzle with the sizzle, J Sizzle, Drizzle. Ew, this is nasty. I don't like it anymore. Why did I say it like that? Oh,
I
so
don't know.
fucking
I wanna
weird,
know.
bro.
Yeah.
You want to
Diamond.
know what's your
My stripper name will be Diamond.
Why would it be Diamond?
Because the first thing that came into my head.
Okay.
My stripper name would be J Sizzle. I've actually thought about that. My stripper name
tell.
would be J Sizzle.
Makes it
But
easier.
only if I was a good stripper. If I was a bad stripper, I'd just be JP. Because I don't feel like you deserve a special nickname if you're not a good stripper. Or, well, I won't speak about other strippers. If I was a stripper, I would want to have a nickname, a cool nickname, only if I'd earned it
So
by
if you
being
were
a good stripper.
If you were an all-star, like
If I was an all-star stripper,
Yeah.
I deserve a cool
man.
nickname.
But if you were just a bench warmer, then nah.
Then it's
bench
just JP.
Yeah,
Hey, shout out to the strippers because that.
Some of them are really, really talented.
they are.
Yes.
Proper gymnasts.
Yes. Like when they do the whole thing with the pole from the top and they just shh and stop.
Yes.
Oh my god, I thought she was gonna hurt herself.
Oh, where they're just hanging with
She?
their legs.
Well, duh. I'm not gonna say he. Why would I be?
Yeah, when they're
Oh,
hanging
oh,
from their
yeah,
legs
yeah, she,
too.
yeah,
Have
yeah,
you
of
seen
course.
those two when they're hanging like the pole and their legs are just there and she's like hanging?
Yes, or they go.
Like-
Wee.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's some talent. They're strong. Like their legs are strong. Like to do things like that.
I took a class for one day and that shit was
Oh.
hard. It was hard.
Yeah.
And I did it without the heels.
Would you
The
do a
following class was supposed to be
A
with
stripper
heels.
class?
Yeah, a pole.
Yes.
I think I will do a pole class too.
There's nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, no.
That's a good
Exercise.
workout.
It's a
That'll
good
be
workout.
fun.
Core strength.
Show up home, be like, "What's up, wifey? Check this out."
I'm sure Liz will enjoy that.
She would, I think.
I think she would.
Hilarious. She might laugh more than like get excited.
But that's
To be
good.
honest.
Either way. Love
Yeah.
is love.
Yeah. 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 When I try to surprise her with certain things, sometimes she laughs more than she gets excited.
Which
It's
is
a thing.
good.
It is. I mean, it doesn't help my, my feelings, but yeah, it's funny.
Because you guys already have that chemistry, so.
Yeah, I guess.
Speaking of chemistry, if you've enjoyed our chemistry today, be sure to like and subscribe and follow us for new episodes in the coming weeks. Thank you for tuning into the show, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Adios.
Bye.
Adios.